My brain scanners are detecting increasing signs of brain activity. Could it be that they are waking up?
Rise and shine, you beauty. Whoa, easy. I'm sorry about the restraints. I knew you would be startled should you suddenly awaken. Can you hear me? Can you understand these words I am saying? Good. It would seem I was right about the collar around your neck. Some sort of translator. I'm a genius, I know. Although I wonder how it works. I hope you'll let me study it one day. Anyway, welcome to Earth. But before I release you from your restraints, you won't hurt me. Or try to escape, right? Trust me, it is in your best interest. You at least need to know the situation before leaving, and the danger you find yourself in. Okay, good. Let me just... And you were released. First, let me introduce myself. I am Professor Green. I work for the government as an astrophysicist. Kind of. I study space and the laws of physics. And I have access to the most advanced technology in human creation. Now, what does any of this have to do with you? You are probably wondering. Well, I'll get there. You see, one thing we do at our space stations is offer planetary protection. We scan around our atmosphere to detect any meteors, giant rocks, to make sure they don't come crashing down onto this planet. Now, to me, that sort of stuff is very boring. I am an astrophysicist, after all, not some meteor detector. So what did I do? I created a software update to pick up signatures of other kinds of radiation. You know, of metals, or energy signatures. There are only 118 known elements on the periodic table. 119 if you include the theoretical element 119. And guess what? That metallic cocoon you seem to have travelled in was made of materials not registered on the periodic table. And what's more, the energy radiation emitted from its thrusters. You have made me a very happy scientist. But anyway, back to you. I've been busy trying to work you out. I have taken some tissue biopsies. I hope you don't mind. And astonishingly, you are a carbon-based life form, such as myself. And what's more, your features are very human, albeit a slight blue tint to your skin tone. But humans can do that too, if you asphyxiate them. Sorry, I have been monologuing. I don't see people much. Please, I'm sure you have questions. Ask away. Where are you? Sorry, I should have started with that. Very valid question. You are in a top secret facility. My basement. That sounded very creepy. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. This basement is actually my personal laboratory and research facility. While I do have access to top secret government facilities, you are even more of a global secret than anything else. You are an extraterrestrial life form, and you are mine to study. But wait, again, I mean you no harm. But I cannot say the same about the government. Believe me, for years, humans have been searching for other forms of life beyond our atmosphere. And should you be found, you can bet you would be dissected. Alive, probably. Studied. And your technology would be sure to be implemented into weapons of mass destruction. I mean, don't get me wrong. I desire to study you and your technology too. But for none other reason than to satiate my own scientific curiosity. Please, don't be afraid. In fact, I should be the one afraid, if at all. If your species has the technology to even make it to this planet, I'm sure you have the means of defending yourself. But what are you doing on this planet, anyway? You won't say. Disappointing. But given you almost crash-landed, I would suspect you were fleeing from something. I've seen enough science fiction to figure that one out. But yes, you were not conscious. After calculating where you were going to land, I reconfigured the computer calibration to throw off its location, to buy me enough time to collect you before the government does. But this is where the bad news starts. I only have a car, so I could only pick you up. Your spacecraft is sure to be in the government's possession now. So you're stuck here. And yet this doesn't bother you. Interesting. This further supports my theory that you were fleeing something or someone. But anyway, I'll give you your own space. Feel free to look around. The fridge over there. Help yourself to anything inside. It's all edible, in one way or another. Don't judge. But please, all I ask is that you do not leave this place just yet. Believe me when I say you are in more danger than you realize. Right. I'll see you later. Hello, Blue Beauty. Where are you? Oh, you made me spill my coffee. It's a drink to energize me. I live off it. Have some. Yeah, it is disgusting, isn't it? Just pure black instant coffee. I've burnt off my taste buds by now, so it doesn't really affect me. So, how are you? Okay, that was a longer response than I expected. But come, you are going to help me build a death ray. No, I'm kidding. I was thinking, though. You are quite dependent on me for your safety. And I am quite dependent on you for scientific knowledge. Well, and the fact that if you get caught, I'm in a lot of trouble. Harboring an extraterrestrial life form, a threat to global security. But anyway, I've been thinking, since you're pretty much stranded here, for now, and you don't even seem bothered by that, maybe you should learn our ways. You can very easily pass off as human. Well, except for your slightly blue skin and funky hair color. But I have a remedy for that. Hair dye and fake tan. No makeup. But that will be for when you're ready to go outside. Before then, you have plenty to learn about our culture. Stick out your hand. This is called a handshake. This is how you greet people. You try. Ow, not so hard. Damn, you're strong. Jeez. Now, food. Let's see what you've had from the fridge. Nothing. You've eaten nothing. Well, here's some leftover pasta. Oh, is this the one from last week? Let's see here. Some mold. Nah, I'll be fine. Just scrape that off. But as good as new. Just add to the flavour. If they can do that with cheese, I'm sure pasta will be the same. Yeah. Eat this. If you get sick, just walk it off. Right. What more is there to teach you? Well, I'm not the model human to take your lead. I don't even have any friends. Ooh, we could do some gaming. Who needs friends when you have games? No, not again. Hey, don't worry. I know it went dark. Happens a fair amount of times. This lab uses a lot of power. More than is safe on the grid. And not legal. So the fuse box keeps cutting out. Nothing to worry about, though. It'll come back at some point. You don't have to hold on to me so tight. Actually, this is kind of nice. I'll take it back. Keep holding on to me. I want to ask you something. I've already asked before, but what are you doing on this planet? So you are fleeing. What did I say? I'm a genius. But what is it you are fleeing from? Conflict. It would seem your kind and mine are very similar. I'm sorry to hear that. I won't ask more now. Was it your intention to find a new place to live? You don't know. Well, you don't have to worry about that. We have only just met. But I've never really spoken to someone as much as I have with you. As sad as that sounds. I quite like you. I know it was spontaneous, but how does my plan sound? Getting you adapted to living here, living among us. You don't need to answer, but remember, it is always an option. You can live with me. I have the means to a comfortable life, but it is lonely. It'll be nice having you around. But then again, it's a lot to think about. What's on your mind? A lot, huh? I can imagine. Not sure how I'd cope with such a sudden change in my life. But as I said, I have everything I need in my life here. My brain, money, a place, stability, resources, all of which I'm happy to share with you. Your skin is quite cold. Is this normal for you? It is. Mine is warm, is it? Do you like it? Well, feel free to cling on to me all you want. I find yours quite soothing. This is nice. The two of us, sitting down in this dark room, almost cuddling. Not something I've ever experienced. Perhaps there is something else I could teach you. How humans show affection. Physical contact. No, not a handshake. Why don't I just show you? Oh, what was that for? Why did I kiss you? Wait, how do you even know what a kiss is? Oh, you do it too. I mean, it does make sense. The collection of nerve endings in their lips. It seems that the human body is the ultimate form of evolution across the galaxy. Fascinating. Well, the power's returned. I'm going to do my own thing now. My cheek is still hurting. Thank you very much. Well, feel free to join me. Or not, as I said, the place is yours. But if anyone knocks at the door, hide in this basement, because I'm not expecting any visitors.